Sure.
I would die for Hayden Christensen, and you're wrong.
I'm just saying, if you watch Little Italy, you're gonna be
use
like
the Force on me anytime.
you're gonna watch
All right.
Little Italy with
Why do
Hayden
we ever
Christensen and
start
Emma Roberts, and
so
you're gonna be
thirsty?
like, well,
He could do
I
that
don't
invisible
care.
choke out thing. Yeah.
You can actually choke me for the photo. I don't care.
Well, that too. Yeah, but I would prefer if you used the Force.
I don't think he's
Yeah.
allowed to touch you in the photo.
What if I beg?
We're getting there, Jen. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I was really giving you time. You look like you were in the middle of a big story, so I was just like
okay,
letting you
so
finish.
for,
It was
for
more of a
context, Hayden
Well,
Christensen
that's
is
more
going
of
to
a-
Calgary Expo next month,
Right, I remember you
and
telling
I
me.
am going to go because I need to meet him because he is my first celebrity crush, and I am in love with him.
That's fine.
And I don't care if it's going to cost me $300. I'm going to get a photo with him and his autograph.
As
And-
you should.
Thank
As you should.
This
And
movie
Amdrus
was
is telling me that I'm
theaters.
wrong. I don't.
I wonder what he
care.
smells like.
I'll let you know. I'll give you a full.
We'll
report.
yeah.
Yes,
We'll
I'm
get
so
a report.
jealous. Can't wait.
Sadness.
Okay. Well, on that note, welcome back, everybody, to session 81 of our D&D game. That's not how I usually start this. Of Princess Apocalypse with the Ditherers of
God,
Dismay.
less than 20. We're at less than 20.
I know, right? We're in our, I was gonna say fifth quarter. That's what that means. Anyways.
Yep, fifth quarter.
I mean, in a way. Anyways. No, I'm just. Anyways, moving on.
Yep.
So last
feast
time,
for a
as
child.
everyone's rustling through snacks, last time on
Sorry.
D&D. No, you're fine. It looked like there was like 3 of you doing it, so it's fine. Last time, our wonderful group got to explore Rosefall for all its weird and worried. You guys got to meet a number of characters. You got to confirm that the Black Earth Brigade are protecting this place, have guards out at all times of the day and night, that they are mostly held up in what was the town hall, I guess, but the town hall. You learned that Laroc, a name you have not heard for a very long time, is supposedly here, as well as Helen Ray, who you found out technically 2 sessions ago, but that just showed up one day, was back. They didn't know when she got there, but she was there. You got to meet a Tabaxi innkeeper named Beetle, that I totally didn't just quote Beetle from Legend of Zelda. You met a apparently drop dead gorgeous wood elf. Her what's the word? Herbologist?
Herbologist?
There we go. I was like, is that the right word? Yeah. Who seemingly was part of the Black Earth Brigade that Amethyst has a crush on, a massive crush.
Also, no one's told her that they were in the Black Earth Brigade, so she has no idea.
This is true. You met a rock
Got it.
gnome that
Sorry, I was too busy trying not to kill plants.
fair. That seemingly didn't really care about personal boundaries and just threw you around like ragdolls, who sketched Amdrus's likeliness into a rock and is going to carve a hyper-realistic bust about it in the next day. You also spent a lot of gold getting diamonds and diamond dust. And then you guys all went back to the tavern to drink and eat supper. And that's when the ball dropped. Our team got continued to gaslight this Andy character as they were questioning them about being blue, and they were like, no, and the whole team joined. Congratulations on gaslighting a teenager.
Yep.
And then you seemingly locked eyes with Lenora. Well, nope. Leorna. I always put the R in the wrong place. I don't know why. It's why I fuck up the name all the time, because like go to say one way and then stop and midway through switch it. Anyways, and for the first time, and things got weird. Everyone got a massive headache. Amethyst, unable to stay conscious during the pain of said headache, passed out. The rest of you saw almost like an overlapping image of this place. There were people passing through other people like ghosts. Things were the same and then not the same. All while you watched Leorna. Right? Did I say it right this time? Yes. Leorna? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna panic every time I say it from now on.
You could just say mommy milk bags.
No.
You could say mommy milk bag.
I refuse. Disadvantage for everybody. Except for lovely Penguin, because Penguin hasn't been part of this.
Do it, Penguin. Say it.
Penguin, say it. Say it, Penguin.
Okay.
I don't refer to her as such.
Well, you can't.
Just
Your mom.
mommy instead.
Okay, anyways, she seemingly collapsed, and in a almost frantic madness, kind of babbling and yelling this language that seemed just like gibberish, that didn't seem like a language at all. Andy freaked out. Kendrick, her husband, a human man, came to pick her up and rushed her out because she wasn't being responsive. Andy panically kind of held back for a moment and then continued, unsure of what to do with tears in her eyes, went outside, and that is where we ended it. So we're actually gonna pick up right then, as Amethyst was kind of waking up and coming back from that just white out of pain, and you had heard a cacophony of screams, including Hatara, almost like a city filled.
That's
of
not concerning
just
at all.
screams. And then when you kind of came to and everyone was kind of seeing what was going on, you had heard the last like a couple parts here and there and recognized it was not babbling, manic babbling. No, whatever. It indeed was a language that you understood. Catching glimpse of the very last little bit, something about she's gone, can't stand him, and a lost twins or something. And that's where we're going to pick up. So, in this moment, everyone seems to be either other like townsfolk and patrons that were there, either have got up to rush to see what's going on. Other people are just kind of laying back, confused. Others are gossiping, trying to see what happened. What do you guys do? As you guys all have this like ringing in your ears still, that headache is still there, but it's not so painful at the moment.
So it was Ataim and Coco, Ataim and Joel that noticed that I
Yes.
recognized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, in that
she's-
moment of you kind of coming to having kind of like look and like recognize it, those with the highest insights there kind of recognize that.
Yeah. Amethyst, what impeller was that about?
I need to talk to her, and she's going to try and get to her feet.
Kind of get up, stumbling, and
I'll help her.
everything is kind of still
I'll help her
dizzy.
to your feet.
As the music stopped.
I'm
There we go.
gonna stay here.
Okay. Let's go, Amethyst.
Amethyst is going to try and like walk as fast as her stumbly legs can allow.
That's fair.
I'll help Carrot, like help. You can
Help her.
like
Lean on it.
Yeah.
help you walk.
All right. Joel and Amethyst kind of get up, stumbling towards the door. Amdrus,
Yep.
Zephyr, but Penguin had to dip there. What are you guys doing?
I don't
I
know,
think
where
I'll just-
am I?
You're sitting at a table.
We're all sitting at a table. Well, we were all sitting at the table in the
Yeah, you were
The inn.
Man.
eating some supper.
eating for dinner.
Just started eating food when all this happened, basically.
Also, Ataim's just gonna like get up and go right to the room. Not like rush, but just
Okay. Start walking away. Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Zephyr like, the fuck was that all about?
I feel like she's gonna be in shock and not really know how to respond.
You'll have that kind of dull headache still kind of there.
You go check up on Ataim?
Right. Probably will. Would you care to join?
See if he's okay? No, I think you're best for this.
Right. Stick with Joda and Amethyst just in case anything goes weird with talking with Leorna.
Yeah,
Sorry.
of course.
get the whole group.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You said it wrong, and now it's stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Anyways, and I'll go up to the bar and I'll just like 2 of your stiffest drinks, please. And I'll get the glasses and.
Is there anybody there?
I was gonna say there's no one there. Yeah.
Oh, there's no. Oh.
Who was there? It would have been Leorna who was doing it, and she got whisked away. So there is currently nobody at the kind of bar.
I'll
Yeah.
pour myself 2 drinks and leave 2 silver pieces. Like that's probably right.
There's definitely a lot of looks that you get. There's still people around there, just kind of like, okay.
Or like I'm paying. Drop the 2 silver, like, and I left a tip.
All right, you go chasing after a team,
Yeah.
and then there's Zephyr left the table. What are you doing, Penguin? Zephyr?
Where did Amethyst and Joel go?
They went out the door.
Outside.
They chased after
Or no.
Oh.
everything going on.
Yeah.
They left the
So they
tavern.
chased after who?
Leorna.
Kendricks and Leorna. And Andy,
Where's
technically.
Andy?
Andy
okay, so Andy
also went that way, yeah. The family. The fam.
I don't fucking know.
Which way do you go? Or do you just stay in the table at the table?
Sure, we'll stay at the table, I guess. I don't
Your
know.
friends all just split and you're just kind of like,
Awkward moment.
all right, continue eating your supper.
And I picture Zephyr eating like hers and everybody else's just because she doesn't want to leave the table.
Like grabs all
Just
those
like-
soups and like just like putting it on her plate.
There you go.
I also retroactively would have already given Zephyr the plant that I bought them.
Yes, this is true.
So you would have like a little fern and a plant with you at your
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Little
welcome.
potted
Keep it
fern.
away from with a note that says "Keep away from Ataim."
There you go.
Why?
You'll have to
'Cause
ask later.
Kills everything.
Plants don't like Altaim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That boy got no green thumb.
He kills plants faster than I kill them.
Saying a lot.
And he hangs out with a druid and a nature cleric, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
We'll give him
yeah.
a nice rock garden, okay?
There we go. Can't hurt no rocks. All right. Amethyst and Joel, as you push, kind of stumbling out of the tavern, you would see Kendrick is kind of rushing with Leorna, like in his arms, or rushing across the river, like over the bridge. Basically, the direction you guys came in from, heading towards kind of the residential area, probably where they live. And you would see that Andy has kind of ran and just like collapsed onto her knees and is just like trying to hold back tears because she doesn't know what to do, and she just seems to be like panicking, eyes kind of going widely.
I feel like we'd stop. Because I feel like Amethyst would stop and ask her where they're taking her.
All right, so you kind of run to Andy.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of say that. Where are they going? Just, I don't know, home. I don't know what to do. I need to get somebody. What did you do? What did your friend do? She like turns and towards you guys.
He didn't do anything.
Do not fucking lie to me. He was blue before and you all decided he's not? What the fuck is he? Why is he here? Why are you here?
I need to talk to your mother about what she was saying.
I don't know. She just... It's nothing. She's not saying anything. She's just yelling in pain.
Is. I need you to understand.
Need to get a healer. I'll be back. And she gets up and starts rushing kind of northward.
I'm
Kinda
a
going
healer,
up the hill.
Andy. Where are you going? You're
She
crazy.
doesn't know that.
Okay.
You're crazy.
She doesn't fucking know that.
Okay.
And you can see as she starts kind of rushing towards, there's a few patrons that kind of walk out past you and look at you guys and then look at Andy and start chasing after Andy, calling like, Andy, it's okay, we'll help, what do you need? You can kind of hear them trying to comfort her.
I guess we keep following.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys start kind of following.
Oh, bye, Pyro.
Oh no.
I'll also take the time to see if I can sort of check in with Hitara.
Okay.
Computer won't let me reconnect.
Oh no. I'll just lean over so I'm still in frame. It's fine. Joel, Amethyst, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
What?
Oh no.
Doing anything?
I'm so sorry.
Don't forget you do have advantage there, Amethyst.
Oh my god. I know, but why am I rolling like shit? I rolled an 18. So I guess
We
it could be
both
lower.
rolled an 18.
Hey,
Hey,
okay.
high five.
As you guys are rushing and you start to kind of think, it just pulses, and Joel, that headache just suddenly hits you, and you guys kind of stumble and stop, and it stops you in your tracks, and you kind of have to hold for a second and blink it away as it just pulses really heavy. And when you guys blink, you suddenly see what looks like a squadron of soldiers rushing you. What do you do?
Oh god. Amethyst will probably try and like stumble out of the way.
Okay. Joel? Anything you're doing?
So we see like a lot of soldiers.
As you like kind of have the headache and you blink open, you just look and there's just soldiers rushing you.
And Amethyst is there.
And Amethyst, yeah. Like you're in the middle of the town and you just see these people rushing you in the second. What do you do?
I would just try to get Amethyst and get out of the way.
Okay. As Amethyst is trying to move, you grab Amethyst and move, and they rush, and you'll see they seem to have this kind of like earth-like armor. And at first, Joel, you think Blackroot's Brigade, but they don't look quite the same. They are more stylized than you remember. And one of them will swing a sword at you, and as you guys flinch and kind of gasp, I would assume the sword just cuts right through you all as if a ghost, and then they're gone. And you look over and there are people staring at you guys, and you look around and there's no soldiers.
Okay. Ooh, that was fun. Let's go, Amethyst. We will deal with that later. Okay.
Amethyst is probably crying right now.
Just tears.
like controlled crying where she's not like breaking down, but like
Yeah.
there are tears in her eyes.
Yeah, we need to find out, Amethyst.
Okay.
We need to find them. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Make a perception check as you look around to try to find where Kendrick went, as you chase after down
God
over the
damn
bridge.
it. Oh
Nat
no.
one.
I got
Oh,
a
no.
7.
7. You
I got a
look
5.
around and because of whatever that vision was, you lost track of them. And as you guys rush and go over the little bridge, you start looking around and you don't see where they went. You had lost them. There are people out, and there's commotion going on, as they obviously ran through here, and people came out of the houses being like, what the fuck's going on?
Then I will turn to somebody and be like, where did Leorna and Kendrick go?
You'll kind of see them two times being like, what is going on? I thought they healed her. And as you kind of interrupt them, they just go, why?
I need to talk to her. It's urgent.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I can help.
Me too.
Make persuasion checks, both of you.
I'm using
I guess-
real dice because I'm wrong.
I guess Amethyst with advantage, because Joel, you
Okay.
kind of added to it.
17.
Okay, well,
Do you want me to still roll with advantage? Or?
no, it's just, what did you
Okay.
roll the first time?
13.
13, okay. As they kind of like look at you concerned, but they'll see Joel having the symbol of Pelor on the shield and go, you guys are healers. Okay, here. And kind of start heading off, telling you to follow. They just assume. And they'll kind of show you through kind of the road and kind of head down, and you'll see nothing really remarkable about this house. It looks like a normal home. There's a few, you'll see a few plants, and there's like a little like a little garden section almost kind of off to the side in the front that has a lot of like blues and purple flowers. And the kind of elf that is like leading you through just goes, this is their place, and you can hear once in a while like loud, you don't really get anything from it, any muffling, but or it's just muffled is what I mean. You don't get any like specific words, but you can just hear that frantic kind of babbling and yelling and shouting.
Well, definitely thank the elf. Thank you so much.
Of
Bless you.
course, please. She's been in this town for as long as I've known her, so if you can help her, that's all I ask.
We'll do whatever we can. We'll do whatever we can, I promise.
And they kind of look like the other one had followed too, and they kind of like look really concerned and kind of relieved, but you know, it's come up again. They're kind of, you can see their doubt in maybe what you guys could do. Do you knock on the door? Or do you just barge in, or what do you do?
Yes. No, we'll knock on the door.
Okay. You kind of knock, and you'll just hear what would be Kendrick's voice go, sorry, not right now.
Please, we can help. Let us try to help.
Make a persuasion check.
If I roll another fucking 5. Okay, you know what? 19.
19, okay. There's kind of like a moment, and then you kind of hear footsteps coming towards the door, and you'll hear like a lock unlock, or the door kind of unlock, and you'll see Kendrick open and goes, like, looks at both of you and goes, how can you help? What would you know?
He's a cleric, and I understand what she's saying.
She's not saying words.
She is.
We've had researchers from all over.
It's a very dead language, but I understand it. Please, I need to talk to her.
Make another persuasion check.
$19. I have not rolled higher than an 11.
He kind of, you see him kind of thinking and kind of bite his lip, and he just goes, I do not believe that she's saying anything, but if you can help, please. Oh no, penguin. Just doesn't like your camera, apparently.
I'm going to
and he'll-
repeat the phrases that I heard her say too in the Kalashtar language.
Okay. It does. Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, just a Just a simple charisma saving throw.
Just a casual.
15.
15. You go to say it, and you kind of trip over your words. You realize you've never spoken this language, and yet you understand it clearly, as if you grew up speaking it. And you kind of fumble through it, and it does just sound like babbling. It just sounds like words of a man woman that you're just repeating. And it's kind of weird because you've never thought about that. Oh, you've never really said it out loud. But he kind of looks at you and just kind of, you get the sense that he just thinks you're repeating what she's doing and doesn't really think anything of it. And he kind of steps back and lets you guys in. And then we will kind of jump back to the tavern here. Past Zephyr and her fern eating supper. And Atim Amdrus.
We need like a spin-off series of Zephyr and the Fern.
Yeah. And Atim, as like kind of the door, kind of however aggressive or gentle you open up the door, with Amdrus following behind. What are you doing?
I'm like a little like the door definitely closes and then there's like a gentle knock, like a you get in there, mate.
Yeah, come in. I'll be fine.
Actually, can you open the door? My hands are full.
Full of what? What are you?
Just open the door.
I'm walking and talking.
And I got
Open the door.
I have 2 giant flagons of like mead, and then sitting on like the handle is like 2 little shot glasses of like hard liquor. Like I wasn't sure which you'd prefer, so I brought both. Please take one before I spit it.
So tempted to make you roll to see if you spill it, but that's fine.
I'll roll a dex check.
No, it's okay. Sure.
Don't do it.
How does 16 sound?
A 16. As you go to hand it, the one shot guy starts to kind of tip, and you kind of have to catch it. And it spills a little bit, but that's fine.
I'll just take it, shaking my head like you're ridiculous. Immediately takes the shot.
Oh, all right.
All right. Okay.
It's probably not going to be better for the headache, but whatever.
This is true.
Hair of the dog, they say. Although we weren't drinking last night, so I'm not sure how that helps.
I need you guys to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Motherfuck.
Hope I have my good dice on. All right, 15.
Good 12.
Oh. As you take that shot and you guys are talking, suddenly that headache pulses back. And when you blink awake, you guys are both on the floor with a point of exhaustion.
This is great. Love this. Right.
What did you say that was?
It was a bottle behind the bar, and nobody was tending, so I just sort of helped myself. I left a tip.
Great. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
This is why there's professionals.
It might have been a cleaning solution. I'm not sure. It looked like it was.
Oh God.
I wasn't looking. I was just trying to get here to help you.
Tastes like alcohol, so there's that at least.
It might have also been a cleaning solution.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Windex.
Unfiltered. Yeah, that ancient cleaning solution.
Yeah. The ancient Mr. Clean. Yeah.
Old
Sire
timey.
Clean. Anyways, moving on.
I have no idea what's going on.
You're right.
Why did we come here? I mean, I know why we came here, but I'm starting to,
Did you
what's
want
that
to
word? Regret? I don't know.
Do you want to take off?
No, I need to know what's going on now.
Do you want to go see your ma?
I clearly that's not a good idea. For whatever reason.
Not the time, not the time.
I'm hearing laughing. What was in that? My God.
Couldn't tell you.
He has the best timing.
Things are getting real weird.
Things are very weird.
You know I can't smell.
I'm sorry. What?
Also, apparently,
Timing.
plants die around me now. It's a grand old time.
So I'm sorry, but I made that wonderful gumbo stew the other night.
Tasted great.
Tasted great.
Except for like 70% of your taste is in your smell.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tasted good enough.
Yeah, tasted great.
It tasted.
I could eat it and
Fine.
it stayed down. It was good.
Yeah.
Oh, my hard work. The spices. You know how hard it is to get paprika?
I love it. Not really, no.
It's very difficult. It's a very rare spice.
Yeah, I'm sure it's very difficult to go to a shop and get spices.
You know what? Dried bad peppers are not something people often ask for in their dishes.
Right, yeah. And we know how often you're asking for those. I don't know.
Anyways,
I don't know.
this isn't about me. This isn't about me. We'll have this argument later.
Isn't it always?
I'm trying not to make it about. Trying not to make it about me. Trying to be a supportive friend. But seriously,
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to hear it from Amethyst that this has something else to do with my dark dealings, that I made no sense to ask about consequences. Yeah. Because that's apparently the answer to everything.
I mean, you were falling out of a building. It really didn't make sense to ask a ton of questions at the time.
I mean, who's to say that that's even what's happening here?
Is it not?
I don't. I don't know. No idea. Absolutely no idea. I tried asking, but I didn't really get a response.
Like, they didn't answer your question directly, or they just didn't answer you at all?
There was just no response entirely.
Oh, that's upsetting.
I mean, they're usually pretty,
Mum.
No. Usually if I reach out, I usually get some sort of answer.
But not this time.
So I don't know. Maybe this has nothing to do with them, or what. But things are getting weird. But it only really started when we started going this way. So I don't know. However, I did get the feeling that we were supposed to come here. So maybe this is a good thing. Maybe I'm finding out things that I never knew. They always said I was a bad omen anyway. That's why I left.
You're not a bad omen. You've saved our lives plenty of times. Lord knows I'd be buried in a coral reef getting eaten by sharks and nibbled on by fish. If it weren't for you.
Yeah, well, if you got to be more careful on the boat. Can't be trying to play and drink, and especially crashing waves. Like, it's very easy to just.
It was such a. How can you not do King Lear at a moment like that?
I mean, I get it. I understand. The mood was good. It was great. It all came crashing down.
Wow.
Just like the waves.
Yeah.
Like the waves.
Listen, just
Where's-
not just. Where's
Wait, did you leave? Where's Zephyr?
Last I saw, she was piling all of our food onto a single plate.
It's canon. Sorry. Sorry, Penguin.
Okay.
She's a growing dragonborn. Let her eat.
Growing into her power, she needs the calories.
She's got a burning fire inside, you know. She's
Gotta get them gains.
Gotta get those gains, yeah. Okay, well, hopefully our friends can find out what's going on, because clearly I can't look at her.
Are we sure it was the look and not just bad timing? Because we both just took a shot and then blacked out for like, I don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm just not gonna chance it. Okay, I've already been having plenty of headaches as we were been here anyway. So
Tell you what, you stay here. I'm gonna go out and find Zephyr, see if I can figure out how much time has passed since we blacked out.
sounds great. I'm just gonna be here, laying on the floor, contemplating life.
With a half full drink, because
No,
they definitely got spilled, but that's fine.
no, I want to roll a dexterity check to see if I'm just like like
Disadvantage?
Sure. Go right ahead.
That's a 20.
20. You just still spilt some. You guys just suddenly collapsed, but most of it is in it. So look at you.
It's still most of it.
You only spilt like 20%. We'll say.
I'm just as dedicated to the drink. He's like, no.
You only spilt the fifth quarter.
Yes. Yeah. Well.
Now I gotta go look up King Lear lyrics. Be right back. Or
as Amdrus heads back out, we'll jump back down to Zephyr. As you were sitting there, apparently piling all the food onto one plate. You can hear that other people in the tavern are kind of like whispering and talking, and you get little parts about of like, oh, I thought she was.
That was actually King Lear goes mad and wanders through a storm. That's perfect. I was totally bullshitting that, but wonderful.
There we go. And you get like little things of like, I thought the best healers healed her. I thought she's been fine all this time. And one goes, do you think it has to do with those new people in town? And one of them kind of looks towards you, Zephyr, and then they just kind of look away. And one just goes, well, I hope they get Lady Helen Ray. I'm sure she has resources to help her. Anything you are doing?
I want to walk up to them and say, excuse me, you mentioned somebody, Helen Ray. Is that the healer?
No, she's just, basically she's like the new mayor, I guess you could say. I'm sorry. A lot is happening. Where's the rest of your friends? They all just kind of left. They look really like nervous because they were like talking about you.
Oh, they kind of all needed their space, so I just kind of leaving them alone. But I was just curious. I overheard you a little bit, and you mentioned somebody about a healer.
Oh, well, Lady Helen Ray, I'm sure she has many connections out there. You know, last time this all happened with Leorna, they had brought healers from all over. It took many years for her to get back to normal.
Oh. Do you know any of the names of any of these healers?
Oh, no, we kept our distance.
Oh. That's fair. Well, did she recover for the most part, except for as of recently?
Yeah, I mean, she's been perfectly fine for maybe 20 years or so. I mean, she met Kendrick, and they had little Andy after a few years, and everything seemed fine.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Hopefully this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, hopefully not. And they just kind of like awkwardly shift and go back to her eating.
Yeah.
Zephyr.
I'd probably walk away and
Okay.
thank them further time.
As you start to kind of walk back to your table, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
19.
19. That headache that had hit you just a moment before kind of comes back, and you kind of have to steady yourself on the table and breathe through it until it comes back. And when you open up your eyes, you see this tavern, but you feel and you can see, or you can hear the sounds of flame, and you can feel heat on your face, and you look around in a panic and there's no fire. But you can hear people shouting and running upstairs, and large boots hitting the ground, and the crackling and burning of fire and wood. What do you do?
I want to step outside, get some fresh air, and I will probably use the sending stone if I haven't already today.
Okay. So kind of in this panic, you look around and you kind of stumble your way through, and you move a chair and it burns to the touch. It doesn't hurt you, but it burns, and you kind of look confused, and the people sitting at the table you had moved the chair kind of look at you suddenly, and you head out the door, and as soon as you hit the door, all the sounds that you had heard disappear. And the warmth is gone. And you look back at the tavern and everything is completely normal.
Okay.
Kind of take a deep breath, and you're doing a sending stone?
Yeah. 25 words, right?
Yes. I can count for you.
Well, actually, I don't know how to do this.
I assume this is to Elazar, right?
Yeah, this is to Elazar. I feel like it's... Hey, Elazar, something weird happened. I don't even know how to describe this simply.
Got 20 words left.
Okay, for meta,
Mhm.
can you, like, summarize, like... So basically, there was, like, a massive headache that kind of overwhelmed us, and then, like the tavern, or the innkeeper or tavern owner?
Both, but yeah.
Okay. She fell in pain, said weird words I don't know, and then pretty much everybody dispersed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. A weird energy shook everybody, causing lots of pain. Something with Atame. Do you know anything? I don't know if I went over, actually. So.
I think you were right on it.
Okay.
You get kind of a reply back that just goes, I don't think I do. Are you okay? Maybe come back? Explain more? It's so hard with these little words. That's the end of it.
Did he use his, or he was just replying?
He was replying to you.
Okay. You said say more, and I can't.
He said it's so hard with this little words. That's what she said. Or come back to say more is what he had said.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I mean, she might try to reply back, but realizes that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So.
Well.
I think after that, I would probably look around and see if I can see any traces of Joel or Amethyst.
Sure. Make a perception check.
What was that? Sorry.
Perception check, yeah.
Perception. wow, cool. 7.
7. You kind of look around and you don't see Joel or Amethyst. You notice there seems to be some kind of commotion. Kind of you can't see it, but like up the hill, kind of. You would have seen this last session, but to re-describe it, behind the kind of tavern, up the kind of cliff hill, there's a big tree and like a park area where the hunting cat was, the supply area. And beyond that was, you guys didn't really explore. But you can kind of hear frantic talking and what seems like multiple people like kind of walking like in a rush.
So it sounds like they're still going. Like the voices are still traveling.
Yeah, they sound like they're coming closer, like they're coming from up there and coming down towards kind of this area.
Oh, okay.
Because there's like stairs that kind of connect.
I might wait a second and see who it is.
Okay. Kind of wait, and you can see what looks like Andy, the half-elven teenage girl, kind of frantically explaining the situation to a couple Black Earth members. And you immediately recognize there's 2 with armor. With that kind of stone armor, and one that has dark green kind of robes, very much like the monks you had seen in the monastery way back when you stayed there with Helen Ray. And you can see the monk seems to be carrying or opening and rustling through what looks like a small like chest, that like a handheld chest that's just moving, and you can hear her like clattering through things.
Okay. I might, after seeing some of the guards, or like the members at least, I would probably head back into the inn. I feel like it would be a little wary based off of like what I just like felt or saw and whatnot.
Yeah, you kind of walk in
like,
cautiously. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd feel like I'd probably like try to touch the door gently and see what happens.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's nothing is, and you kind of open up the door, and all is normal.
All right. I think I'd head over to Atame's room.
Okay. As you're kind of heading that way, you can see Amdrus is coming down the stairs.
Oh, okay. Did it go well?
How long have we been out up there? Out of curiosity.
Couple minutes.
A few minutes, I'd say.
Oh, thank God.
Why?
Right. And then I want to go back to the bar, find the bottle I pulled the liquor from, and like look like stare like, what are you?
Make an investigation check.
Hold on 1 second.
The fuck was that?
Don't worry about it. Stop asking questions. 18.
18. Yeah, you kind of look through it and grab it. It seemed like some kind of like whiskey or something. It was indeed alcohol.
You pulled out tequila.
yeah. Hello. And like not the good kind as well.
Oh, this is bottom shelf.
It's like Kylie Jenner tequila.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Never say those words together to me again. That's actually a hate crime. Right. No, that's. I mean, it's not great. But. Anyways, we blacked out upstairs. And not from the drinking. I think.
Penguin.
Anyways, how are things down here? Did you get your fill?
Penguin.
Sorry, I was writing something. Say that again.
Did you get your fill?
I mean, kind of. I didn't eat a ton. I just kind of lost appetite after everything had happened.
No, that's fine.
And I think it's still happening. I don't know, how are you guys feeling?
Well, I have this pulsing headache, and Ataim is currently locked in his room.
Oh,
So,
did he kick you out?
no, I came out here to make sure you were doing okay, because last time I saw you, you were piling all the food into a single plate. So,
Okay. Yeah, I was bored, but I talked to some of the people here. It sounds like, and I'm gonna kind of whisper this. It sounds like Helen Ray's taking over here.
Hi, Gorgina.
So
Hi,
I don't know if
pretty
that's already
girl.
stuff that we know, but
Oh my god.
Hi.
Oh my god. Just
the
gonna,
puppy.
just gonna mute there. Continue.
but I don't know. Something weird happened like a minute ago, but I got some fresh air, and I think it's okay now.
Wait, what happened with you?
I don't know. It just felt really warm downstairs. I don't know. It just kind of felt like everything was on fire.
Okay, because me and I. Oh my god.
What?
Coco, no! Oh my STIs.
Anyways, continue.
Sorry.
Anyways.
I have no idea what it was.
You said it's getting warm. It was warm down here.
Oh my god.
Flaming.
Felt like that was. Yeah. It's like, well.
Thanks, Coco.
Anyways.
Leave it to Coco.
I would say, as you guys are kind of discussing this,
Can we determine if this happened roughly the
Yes.
same time?
it seemingly happened probably about the exact same time.
Okay. Now that makes me think it wasn't the alcohol. Thank God.
Phew.
That wasn't the tequila I'm drinking.
As he goes and grabs the bottle again.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, I'll just take this one and I drop a gold.
Oh my god. It's probably worth much more than a gold, but yeah.
I gave him 2 silver earlier. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, do you guys head back up to the room then?
Yeah, I will. Do you want to come up and we're having fun?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, Zephyr.
Sure.
Not boys' night, but we'll figure out a chant. We'll figure it out. Let's go.
Can't it just be friends hanging out?
Friends' night.
There we go.
Sure.
So as you guys are kind of walking, you pick up your fern as you go, not to leave it downstairs.
How big is this fern?
It's like I don't
It's
know.
a little potted plant.
Yeah, just a little potted plant.
Okay.
I was gonna say I want like something like 3 feet. It's just a little too big.
No, just a small little thing.
Look, she already assumed that it's going to be staying in her lantern. So she's like, something small will be best.
Yeah.
Could I?
Yes.
Maybe, depending. This is more meta, and it might be for another moment. But
Sure.
for technicality, the druidic focus, can I change it?
I mean,
Just make it the
technically,
to the
sure, if
fern.
you want to carry around a potted plant all the time.
Well, I mean, I can adjust the environment.
Sure. We can figure that
Okay.
out later. As you
Alright.
start heading up, and we will jump back across town, back to the Curtis residence. Joel, Amethyst. As you guys are let into the room, or into the house, you can see, again, it's a nice little, like, homely place. It's all one story, but you can see there's the kind of little front porch, and it breaks off. One side's the kitchen, one side's the living room.
What side's the kitchen?
They're both kitchens. And you can see that there's like a kind of a hallway that heads down and branches off into a couple other doors. And you can hear mumbling from down the hallway. And he just kind of goes, I brought her to her room. She's laying down. Do you know what is going on? As he starts kind of leading you down the hallway.
All I know is that I can understand her. I'm hoping that we can help each other right now.
Sure. At this point, we spent years trying to figure out what was going on. And nothing helped. So, I mean, if you guys think you can help, I will take it.
She mentioned something about twins earlier.
When?
Back in the tavern. When I heard her speaking.
As far as I'm aware, she's never had twins.
Okay. I just wanted... It was just an odd thing that stuck out to me.
I mean, yeah, that's odd. And like open up the door, and you can see her. She's kind of like huddled in a corner and just like rocking, eyes wide, kind of shaking and just like muttering under her breath.
I'm gonna go up and like kneel next to... I assume she's like on the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like kneel beside the bed.
I would too.
Okay.
And in this language, I'm going to say her name.
Okay.
Question mark.
Sure. Make a charisma saving throw.
Ugh, not great. 17.
Not great. 17. Okay.
I forget that I have a +9 to my charisma.
Fair. As you kind of speak this, she kind of just is continuing rocking and mumbling, and you just get like a slight look at you, and then it goes back to like there's almost this moment of noticing you, and like she stops rocking and then goes back into it.
How do you know this language?
No answer. She just mutters. She just continues kind of muttering, and being this close, you can kind of hear she is just saying, he took them, he took them, he took them, over and over and over again.
Who took them?
Make a charisma saving throw.
Better. Dirty 20.
She kind of, her eyes kind of look to you, but she just says, chains. Chains. He took them. Chains. He took them all. Chains. And just keeps on repeating that.
Who did he take?
I need both of you. Actually, I need all 5 of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
Oh god.
But I'm not even there. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
3 of us aren't. What do you
Nat
mean?
1.
22.
Nat 1.
18.
Nat
That's
1.
what 20.
Oh, goddamn.
Nat 1.
Oh, I forgot. I need to roll disadvantage.
This is true.
Oh fuck.
Well,
Damn it. Shit.
I went
For
from-
1 point of exhaustion, you don't have disadvantage.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Not
I went
for
from
saving
an
throws.
18
Oh,
to
shit,
a
I also
4.
have exhaustion.
Yeah, that's ability checks. So saving throws is not affected until you have 3 exhaustion points. Which I
No,
think
it's attack and damage rolls are 3. Maybe I don't. Hold on.
Oh,
First roll
then
was an
you-
18.
might not
maybe not.
have disadvantage.
Let me double check.
Or
It's just ability checks, yeah.
There's ability checks, half movement.
Saving, yeah.
Okay, so it was-
3.
It was an 18 was my first roll.
Same
Okay.
for me.
Okay.
18.
So
18,
19 total. 19 total.
22.
19, 22, natural 1, and a natural 20. As you say this, she just grabs your arm, and you just feel this force, this heavy darkness that you had felt, that was warned you, overwhelms you. And Amethyst, you suddenly see a landscape scorched by war. Devastating blows as you see almost like a pillar of light strike somewhere far off in the distance, and it explodes, and you once saw a mountain that is no longer there as the light disappears as this explosion goes off, and you feel the shockwave hit you, and you hear screaming and crying and the battles of war and people yelling and shouting. You hear clatters of clattering metal, like blades on blade. and you just see spells flying off. And you look up, and the sky is not the sky, but a whirling black storm that strikes with red lightning. And the last thing you hear is a slam of an impossibly heavy chain hit and clatter and send a shockwave. And you wake up and you notice Joel is passed out, laying on the ground. And in fact,
Get up, coward. We're not even done yet.
Liorna also passes out. And Kendrick just goes, "What did you do? What did you do?" And like pushes you to the side and is like trying to like see if she's breathing and listen. Just fuck.
She showed me a vision.
So I thought you were supposed to help her.
I'm trying my best.
But you're not doing anything. You're making it worse.
And so are you if you keep yelling at me.
Then leave. We'll get an actual healer if you guys aren't healers.
If you'll understand that this is not just affecting her, and I'll gesture to Joel, you'll understand why I can't.
Because then I don't know what to tell you. I do not want to lose my wife.
I don't want her to be lost either.
Then either wake up your healer friend or find somebody that can. Please.
I will try to wake up Joel, I guess.
Okay.
Swift kick to the ribs.
No.
Sure. Kind of lean down and you kind of
Just a
shake.
light jab with some rock fingers.
The Irony is the song that just started playing is called Spare the Dying. As you lean down to Joel, who's passed out, make a medicine check.
Oh, I'm great at those. I also have disadvantage, so I'm sorry, Joel.
Okay, you're gonna be fine.
Oh, you know what? 14.
Okay. You kind of check over him and try to wake him up, and you like check his he is seemingly breathing, but it's very, very little slow. And it's not very heavy breaths. And you kind of open up an eyelid and his eyes are rolled back and you just see white. And you kind of have to like lean him up and shake him awake, and kind of checking a lot of things. Suddenly, Joel, you take a breath and you snap back. And you have no idea what happened. Amethyst is just looking at you now.
Are you hurt?
Well, I mean, that didn't feel great. What's going on?
She showed me a vision. And then you passed out, and so did she. Are you able to try and help her?
Yeah, I mean, I can... Is she still unconscious?
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah. Can I just, like, give her a quick cure wounds?
Sure. You kind of have to like Kendrick kind of looks at you very like guarded at this point. Do you just shove him by and cast cure wounds on her, or?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to her and like touch her on the face and cast cure wounds.
And you can see he just kind of like tenses and just like watches
I'm not
as
worried
you
about
do.
him.
As you cast cure wounds, just the first level.
I'm gonna do it at second.
Sure. Roll your hit die or hit points.
10.
10. As this kind of warm light fills kind of her body, like from her cheek, and you can see it kind of seep into her. She kind of takes a deep breath, and like her eyes shoot up, and she sits up, and she looks over before she just starts kind of shaking, and her eyes start going wild, and that babbling starts to come back. But you woke her up.
That's the start.
And Amethyst, you would understand her say, Peller's light. Get away from Peller's light.
You've strayed too far from the path of God.
She says, "Get away from Peller's light."
Yeah, only Amethyst can understand that, though. She says it in her babbling.
Turns out it wasn't you, Ataim. It was Joel the whole time.
Jesus. God damn Jesus. Oh God, what's that fucking spell? Sorry. I'm gonna mind link with Joel.
Okay.
And relay what she said. She's saying Peller's light. Get away from Peller's light.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen.
I don't know if it'll help.
I will say with both of you guys having that kind of just that headache never goes away. Like it's always just there. It just pulses and gets worse. And as you guys kind of mind link, you almost feel both each other's headaches. So it doesn't really help, but
You just get feedback loop of headache.
yeah. But anything else you guys are doing?
God.
Well, as you decide, unless you want to do something now.
I was thinking about using like encode thoughts.
Sure.
And God, I don't want to cause her more harm, and I'm very afraid of that. Okay, so my idea is I want to use encode thoughts and show my memory of merging with Hatara.
Okay.
With the kind of thought tied into it of he didn't take all of them.
Okay. Sure.
I'm very afraid.
So Joel, you kind of see Amethyst like reach up to her head and like from her temple just pull this like string, this like kind of glowing kind of string from her head, like of magic. And that kind of just kind of like a little ribbon that kind of floats there. Is your idea is trying to move her hand onto it so she sees it? Because she's just like clutched and like pushed away from Joel.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a step toward her and I'm almost gonna like offer it.
Okay. She doesn't seem to like even acknowledge you. She's just babbling.
I'll speak in Quarry again and just be like, they came back.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Yep. Oh God, that was almost an 18. 14.
As you say that, she just kind of shakes her head like really aggressively. But you don't really get anything more. And she just kind of is going back to repeating like random phrases, like out of order or that you've heard.
I don't want to push her to look at it in case it'll cause her harm. So then I'll ask her, I guess, why do you shake your head? I'm one of them.
Make a charisma saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh no!
Oh,
This is going great, guys. This is
I don't want to cause her more
super
harm.
10 with a natural 1.
Oh, a natural one.
would have been better to just show her the code.
She just goes. She goes. They destroyed everything. They deserve to die. They deserved everything. They took everything. They took them all. They're now chained.
Going super well.
And she just kind of recoils even further away from you. And Kendrick just goes, If you can't do anything that's going to help her, I'm sorry. But whatever you are doing, talking to her, babbling back to her, she seems to be getting worse. Please, I think she just needs a rest. She doesn't reply. On that note, we will jump back to the tavern. The rest of you got back into the room. Or Amdrus and Zephyr, I guess, got back into the room at team. Anything you guys are doing specifically, or are you just drinking?
Amdrus will... I'll like get back into the room with Zephyr. I'm like, good news. It wasn't the alcohol. Turns out we all had the vision at the same time. Or at least you and I blacked out. She had a vision.
So we're all connected with the... Perfect. Love that. Why exactly? I guess you don't know, but...
I believe the technical term is for funsies.
I don't know who's having fun right now, because it's definitely not us.
We didn't all have the same vision. Did we?
Clearly not. We just...
we took a shot, hit the floor.
What was your vision?
It seemed like the tavern was, I guess, up in flames. In
That sounds like
summary,
fun.
at least.
Interesting. Did it look like a future event, or like a past event,
Or days of future past?
Would I know, DM?
No,
Or
the
was it just more
tavern
of, like,
looked the same. It was just your other senses, like what you saw was everything was normal, but you had felt and heard the flame and the like burning of wood.
Oh.
But your sight was everything was the same.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
going to fix that. What I said. The tavern wasn't up in flames. I don't really know, but I just got the sense that the tavern might go up in flames. I could hear sounds of wood burning and crackling in the fire, and just a lot more destruction. I'm not really sure.
You did move a chair and it burnt you. Like you didn't take any damage, but like it burnt you as if it was on fire.
Moving, and I'll say that. I want to say I feel like it's more maybe a risk, like something that could happen, something that might happen. I don't think it's past.
Right.
And as you say that, there is a blast of a headache again. And you all kind of stumble and hold on to each other. Zephyr, you also see the same vision that Amethyst did, of a war-torn land and a pillar of light that strikes a mountain in the distance, exploding it, seeing spells and hearing the clashing of some continent-wide war, worldwide maybe even, and this dark storm that rolled over. Amdrus and Ati, I said that right. Both of you just kind of have to like almost hold on to each other and like blink through it, but you don't see anything. You'll just hear kind of the sounds of clashing and fighting, and then it kind of comes back. And Zephyr, you kind of have to hold yourself as you like pop back into reality almost.
I feel like she'd be in a slight panic
Sure.
from.
Zephyr just like looking around frantically as everything is back to normal.
Oh, that was weird.
Did you guys
Did you-
see something this time?
No, I heard
Heard.
fighting. Felt like fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's the same thing, but I think it's telling us the same thing. I saw basically just everything was just at war. There was like lightning strikes and like a bunch of like spells, and like I don't know, it was just a lot of chaos, and it just like everybody was just at war.
Like a global war?
Yeah.
Now, you have no idea, but it felt like that kind of massive kind of thing.
That's weird. Well,
Um,
I mean, not really. I think it's what
DM,
might
is
be happening.
anything? Is there any sort of, I don't know, potential war history that I might have?
Are you proficient in history?
No, definitely not.
Okay, make a history check.
I'm just saying, is there anything that like, he would have
DM,
tried to teach me that I
as
would have like
someone- as someone who's
maybe
half
remembered
proficient,
minor bits and
Okay,
pieces?
bitch. Sure, make a history check, Amdrus. Fucker.
This is a disadvantage.
9.
Perfect. You fucking have no idea.
No.
Yeah,
You've
this
never
is a
heard of a
disadvantage.
world, like a war that massive, like a whole
Oh,
world.
that was a natural 20 too.
I like to imagine Amdrus going like,
No idea.
Just a
like,
13.
no thoughts, but like, oh yeah, I totally understand. What
Yeah.
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 What'd you get there?
No, I concur.
13.
Do you concur, Doctor?
Just a 13.
13. I mean, there has been a lot of massive wars throughout history that I'm sure Aldor
Yeah.
bored the fuck out of you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And you have no idea. Sorry.
Great, yeah. Wars, they all are the same.
Pretty much.
War never
War never
changes.
changes, yeah.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Andrew
Just-
suddenly has like 5 o'clock shadow on a cigar.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
dead
just
eye look.
Give me a moment.
I love the smell of Fireball in the morning.
And then Altair's gonna open up his little pocket dimension and pull out Nimbus.
Okay. Kind of appearing in the wind.
Yeah. And then
Well, cloud guy.
he's like, "Hey, buddy. Hold on. We gotta talk to someone. So I'm just gonna, because I always usually like look through Nimbus's eyes,
Mhm.
or center it through Nimbus, because because of the patron that I have this familiar. So I'm just gonna go off, sit in a corner, and just send my thoughts up to my patron.
Sure. Make
And just,
a
it's just very like not frantic, but sort of like very confused, upset, angry sort of thoughts of like, what is happening, what is going on, why do we keep having these headaches?
Yeah.
Some of us are getting visions. Why, I know you're watching, so like, what's happening?
make a charisma saving throw at disadvantage.
Ooh, okay. Come on, dice. 16.
16. As you sit there and think, it is almost like your thoughts are traveling through mud. It is not the whimsical, ever-flowing wind that's around you that is light and moves, that you hear the voice. It just feels like it is so heavy around you and so thick, if you will. And it's almost like you start to like push past it and you're really trying, and you get a flash of what you think at first is your patron. You see a being surrounded by wind that flows and this kind of storm that follows them and crashing and lightning. But as you try to like focus in on it, it's almost like you see like a fist come flying through and punch them. And you hear a loud crash of thunder and lightning strike as the body goes flying and then catches itself. And you look over and you just see something, a shadowed figure kind of sparking with lightning as well, clashing as they start to fight. And you realize they're standing in the ocean. Impossibly big. And you kind of jump back and your headache just pulses.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
it almost feels like something is stopping your connection,
Uh-huh.
like redirecting it, if that makes sense.
All right. Well. Okay. Well, that didn't go as planned at all. Okay, well, I think we need to just, I don't know, stay here, wait for the others, and then we need to figure out what to do. Because I assume that they're also having these flashes since we seem to be. We see what they've encountered and then go from there, I guess.
Right. Should we try to find them or just just wait here? Probably just easier if we wait here for them.
I think it's fine if we just wait, yeah.
Because if we go looking for them, they're gonna be looking for us, and we're just gonna like pass each other. You know, it's like getting lost in the woods. Rather just stay still and make sure you're safe and secure. That people come find you.
All right.
Yeah. What time of day is it?
It's like 6 o'clock. Something like that.
Okay. Never mind.
It's starting to get a little dark out.
Yeah.
But on that note, we'll hit our break before we jump back in with Joel and Amethyst, giving the players maybe some time to maybe figure out what the fuck is going on or figure out what to do.
Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Anyways, go grab something to eat, go sit and drink, go to the bathroom. I don't know. We'll be back in like 10-ish minutes. Bye. I almost hit stop streaming. I'm stupid.
So all this extra stuff.
All this
wasn't.
extra stuff.
Well,
I'm very interested.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, are we related?
oh my god.
18.
I love that I unmuted right at the end of your word, Pyro, so it just sounded like you moaned as soon as I unmuted. I was like, oh.
Just like,
It's
I
fine.
mean, same.
Anywho, oh, I have music bot muted because I was on my phone. My bad. Anyways, welcome back, everybody, to a lovely little simple session. If you missed the first half, lots has happened. These bitches are trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. They're getting headaches, visions. Supposedly, Atim's mom is babbling in a language only Amethyst knows. It's a whole thing. It's a fun time. People are passing out and seeing visions of a great war. Anyhow,
Great War.
quickly moving past that, we're gonna jump back in, moving back into Joel and Amethyst in the Curtis residence. Is there anything you guys would like to do at the current second after everything was going on there?
No, I feel like after what Amethyst saw, she's just ready to leave.
Okay. In that case, you will hear a knock on the house door, and Kendrick will just go, must be Andy. And he'll get up and he goes, please, just be careful with her. And he'll start heading out of the room. Do you guys follow? Do you stay in the room?
Give her the thoughts. Give her the thoughts.
Do you want me to?
Yeah. I think Joel's sick of this. Joel's gonna grab her hand and make her touch.
Make a strength
The ribbon.
saving throw.
This is gonna go great.
I'm so stressed.
Just be careful with her.
17.
Aggressive.
I'm so stressed.
Okay. As you hear Kendrick open up the door and go, Andy, Amethyst, you hear a familiar voice go, Andy came to get me. I thought maybe I could help with something.
Stop, Joel.
And as Joel
Immediate-
grabs the hand and they collide, and Leorna starts to scream.
No.
This
And immediately, you will hear Kendrick go, fuck! And start rushing, and you'll hear multiple footsteps, not one, not two, not three, like 5, rushing down the hallway towards you guys.
Meanwhile, Zephyr, Ataim, and Amdrus are just like, I'm just like, you sure you don't want any? It's good.
Yeah. Just
Amethyst
great.
is just like, no.
Imagine Ataim doing
Um,
pacing, low-key.
God.
Just pacing.
Did I do bad?
And you will hear Amethyst as she screams, she must be chained. She must be chained. She must be chained. Just screeching it, and pushing past and letting go of this ribbon and just flailing. Is there anything you guys are doing? Otherwise, the door is getting kicked open.
Amethyst is probably just sobbing at this point.
Cool. The door swings open and Kendra goes, get the fuck away from her, and pulls you guys off and pushes past and just goes, leave. Get the fuck out of this town. Whatever you need, leave. Stop fucking with my wife. You're messing everything up. And you'll just see at the door, Andy, wide-eyed and confused. Behind her are 2 Black Earth soldiers, guards in full armor. And in front of that, pushing past, pulling out what seems to be some kind of concoctions as they are like swirling it, Glynon. And they kind of just look over and kind of your eyes connect, Amethyst, and they kind of push past, and they're like, you two, I need your help. Can you try to pin her down? And she's just flailing and screaming. aggressively as you guys are just pushed, or basically being pushed out the door, with Andy in the hallway. And you'll see the two kind of trying to grab her hands and trying to stop her from flailing. And they're struggling. Like, she's just manic and impossibly strong right now. And you'll see Glennon kind of pop the cork of this and wave like this kind of odor, this almost like a liquid that turns into a vapor. As soon as it hits air, kind of waves it under her nose, and she just goes limp. She goes, well, that should knock her out for a while, till we can figure out what's going on. And you can see Kendrick is just like collapsing. What are you guys doing? Are you leaving?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are just leaving the house then?
I'm gonna just look at, because it's Glenn that's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teary-eyed, I guess I'm just going to look at Glenn and try to give them kind of like any kind of nuance of like one, I'm sorry, and two, I want to talk to you.
All right. Make a persuasion check? I don't know. I don't know what this would be.
I don't know.
I was thinking maybe performance, but it's not really a
Yeah, that's
performance, but...
Right.
14.
14. They kind of like glance back, and you get the sense of like, now's not a good time.
I look to Leorna and back, and I'm like...
And Lorena just kind of is passed out, and they're like trying to tuck her in, and Glennon just kind of goes to Kendrick and starts asking questions, and you can see that they're kind of the town healer in a sense.
Phone's also.
All right. As you guys head out back into town, maybe about 20 paces out of the house, you'll see the door open, and Andy begins to follow you guys.
I look at her and I just start apologizing.
And you can see that she's like puffy-eyed, being obviously crying in this panic. Just goes, let me talk to Adam.
Oh fuck, that's what we called him, didn't we?
That is
That's what I
you
called
gave
me.
Yeah,
That's
I
what,
was like,
I
that's-
gave my name to.
What's
Yeah.
your name? What's your
I-
name?
I think that's a good idea.
Me too.
Come with us.
And she takes a big like gulp, and like you can hear her in her breath. It's kind of wavy, but she's like trying to calm down and stay strong.
I hand her Ray.
She just kind of holds on to Ray, just starts therapeutically like petting Ray, and just like walking forward with determination. The rest of you, as you're up in your room drinking, anything you guys want to do specifically? Otherwise, you will hear a knock at the door fairly soon, after 5-10 minutes.
No, I'm set.
Yeah. Not really gonna do anything. I would just say it's James again. Is probably just like pacing, muttering to himself, just being really upset, asking questions
Yeah.
to himself.
Amethyst, Joel, can you make a perception check actually for me very quickly?
Happy to. My mouse is being done. Okay.
13.
Stupid mouse.
Okay, 13.
15.
15. As you guys are passing through Amethyst, you can see that there's a fair amount of people gathered around the inn and kind of talking and what's going on. And they're talking to a few of the Black Earth guards. Joel, oh god. Okay. as you guys are passing and you look over, you can see up kind of where that park is, where you can kind of see a lot of the people are kind of trickled away from the kind of the group, and you guys are kind of pushing past to get back to the inn. You recognize one of them, one of the Black Earth members up there. Seems to be tall, darker skinned, long ears, kind of longer hair, but in kind of dark brown, black robes. Larock, who you haven't seen in quite some time, with this kind of almost stone-like mantle, kind of talking to somebody else, clearly trying to get details, figuring out what's going on. Did you just briskly walk by through the crowd?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I could absolutely see Amethyst and Joel be like, "Don't be just like
100%.
walking through a fucking park."
I mean, Amethyst has no idea, so she's actually just like nonchalant.
Yeah.
In fact, she's probably like extremely quiet.
Extremely
Just
chalant.
for the fun of it, Joel, make a charisma-based stealth check. You don't have the disadvantage. It's not about armor, but it uses your charisma, and if you're proficient in stealth, use that.
I am proficient in
There you
stealth.
go. So charisma
Shut the
check plus
fuck up.
your
Are you really?
yeah, just has disadvantage because the armor.
Armor.
I believe the Black Earth Brigade gave you you trained in stealth.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Hmm.
I got an 8.
An 8, okay. As you're kind of walking through, oh, I'm sorry, you would have advantage. I'm sorry, I meant to say that. Because you're going through like a big crowd that's all kind of talking.
Okay. 16 then.
Okay. Kind of walking through, you kind of take a detour around groups to be able to not see, and you can see that they kind of like look over, and you like kind of just keep on walking, and you look back, and they don't seem to notice you. They just see a crowd. You kind of get into the building, a sigh of relief, but they are outside. In fact, they are kind of up again. It's like up the stairs, that kind of diagonal stairs that go up into the park. So they'd be on the upper side, and you guys are kind of heading up to, I assume, Atim and Amdrus's room on the second floor. So you're probably closer to him. He wouldn't be very far outside the door that's up there.
Cool. Cool.
Just FYI. But Amdrus, Atim, and Zephyr, I'm assuming you guys knock on the door and are let in, and you would see Joel and Amethyst and a half-elf teenager
Oh, you.
holding Ray.
Do you still have a bottle of liquor?
It's like mostly gone.
Yeah, I was gonna, it's probably almost going.
Amethyst is gonna go over and finish it off.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
Right.
Andy.
Oh.
Somebody would like to speak to you.
Andy looks confused.
Adam.
I mean, Adam.
Adam.
Amdrus is like, right, excuse me, like half drunk, and he's gonna like slide out of frame and go get more liquor.
And so he just kind of goes and like notices the
follow.
bottle, and he just goes, "I hope you pay for that. My mom's gonna kill you if she ever wakes up."
I left a gold.
I'll
That's
take
not
Ray
enough.
and leave as well.
She just kind of goes, "Oh, okay."
I'll leave 2 gold for this next bottle.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, they just kind of like are staring at you.
Electricity, just like.
No. She just goes, like, looks at this little like cloud that's like, or you're like leaning onto that's flying around you, and just kind of goes,
Mm-hmm.
"Okay, no more bullshitting. You are blue, right?" I saw you when you guys walked into town. I know you're blue.
He will just remove the circlet.
And she goes, "Yeah, you guys are dicks. I can't believe you just
For
gaslit
what?
me like that. Rude."
Okay, I
Why are
wasn't
you
trying
here?
to start anything here. I haven't been here for 20 plus years. Okay.
20
So I just
plus.
I didn't want the first encounter of me being back to just be a blow up of emotions, but clearly that didn't matter because clearly other things are going on that I can't explain.
So could you explain? I've been having a lot of dreams lately. And I swear you were in it, or you look like somebody that was in it.
Dreams like what?
I don't know. It just dreams of playing with people, and I swear you seem so familiar, and then just you showed up, and now everything is happening. Is this my fault?
Well, I wouldn't lean towards blaming you. Okay, let's just start again. Hi, my name is Ataib. Your mother
Andy.
is my mother.
She just like goes, what?
Yes, I was born here about 26-ish years ago. But the town people did not really care for me. For whatever reason, I was a bad omen, if you will.
She just looks like even more confused, and she just like sits on the bed like,
So
wait, I've never heard anything about you. Or a blue person that was kicked out of town.
figures.
And old people like to
Gonna-
talk. Especially to me. It's exhausting.
Well, she didn't want me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
But Mom never said anything about... All that I know and all that she's ever told me was that she was engaged to somebody else long ago, and he had died in an accident, and she struggled, and then my dad and her met, and that's all I know. And I've asked. There are some, some of the folks here are like 200 years old, like absolutely wild thinking about that. You get them start drinking and talking about the good old days, and they tell you everything, and I have not heard anything about you.
Well, when I was 5 years old, she left me just in the forest,
Like, Mom can be kind of a bitch, but
found by another. And so I've never been back until today. I don't remember anymore.
today, it's the same day. It's just been a long day. Long day 2.0.
Yes.
She just kind of like looks so confused, and she just goes, "Do you?"
But I didn't know my father, so I don't know what the story is with that.
Do you have a sister? It's purple.
Not that I'm
Or
aware.
blue, purple.
Hey, you got a sister?
As far as I'm aware, the only
Is she single?
sister I would have had is, well, you.
I just...
Why?
I don't really remember it. Details are hazy. I just remember running around the forest playing with someone that looks a lot like you. And a woman that looks a lot like you, but slightly purple. Like you guys could have been twins or something. I can't. Sorry if you can hear that.
Growing up, of the few years that I was here, I don't remember really being with anyone else.
Well, I was hoping you'd have answers.
Well, as
Shit.
far as I'm aware, I was an only child.
As far as I'm aware, I have been too. So this is a weird moment for both of us, I guess. Hi, I'm Andy. She puts out her
Nice to
hand because she
meet you.
kind of stopped herself and goes, do you shake her hand at all?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Just goes,
It's
pleasure to
nice
meet you. Atim, my brother, I guess.
Well, it's fine. We don't have to. In time, maybe. So these dreams, what have you seen or experienced?
I don't know, man. Dreams are weird and you forget them when you wake up, even when they're
Yeah,
really
I mean-
cool.
That's fair.
And they're not often. I just. Once in a while. I guess. But more recently, but. It's just like living at home. I had a dream that I was sick and dying, which was not fun. Because then I woke up and I had a cough and then I felt like I was sick. It was not a good time. I kind of panicked.
The brain is a powerful thing.
Yeah. Luckily, Kleinon is a really, really good healer. They make these concoctions that like taste like bubblegum. It's great. I don't know what bubblegum is, but that's fine. Anyways,
I think I've heard of it.
I don't know.
I just-
was
I
hoping
don't
you'd have answers.
Know what's
'cause-
happening. Unfortunately, I do not have answers, and this wasn't even the reason we came here. I just figured, well,
Why'd you come here?
since I'm here as well.
Why'd you guys come here then? I thought you guys were escaping the war. I
Well,
guess
yeah.
if... Oh. I guess that makes sense.
It wasn't.
Then
to
wouldn't
have
you
a
like a pic?
family reunion.
And when did you
but,
come back here? Like, you think you would have went to, like, Stormbrook or something? It's even further west.
Figured it was time. I mean, to be fair, I heard that from some other folk who were from here that you existed, so I was slightly curious.
Oh, who?
Some elves that run a spa.
Oh. The Fairlight family?
Yeah.
Oh, how are they?
Honestly, they're doing pretty well.
That's good.
They run a lovely spa, let me tell you.
They did. They were very good with her. You know, they used to own the shop before Kleinon took over.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Do you know why
Well-
they left?
I think they didn't like. I don't think they liked Helen Ray, and then the war was getting a little close, and they were kind of a bit worried. I mean, we've been pretty protected, and Lady Helen Ray is. Well, I haven't really talked to her because she kind of just keeps to herself, but my mom
That's
likes
fair.
her, which might not be a good thing, but that's fine.
I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what else to really tell you.
Well,
Kind of just as fuzzy with all of this as you are.
shit.
Have you seen this happen to her before?
No, but I've heard stories about it before I was born. That she would have these bursts, and Dad talked about when he had like helped her when she had lost, I guess, when everything was going on, and she lost whoever the other guy was, and I think his name was Doug or something. I don't remember, but she just kind of goes and I remember him saying that they called healers from all over the Blooming Vale, I think even further, and one day it just stopped. So I don't know. That's all I know. As far as I'm aware, no one actually helped with much. Like, it would go away for a bit, and then it would come back, and then it got really bad one year, and then it was just gone the next. That's all I know. And Dad's been really protective over her since.
What did she mention she lost?
What do you mean?
You said she lost.
He lost
some
a dude
guy
named Doug.
Doug, and then something
Oh,
else.
her like fiance or something before Dad came along. I don't know. I don't really pry about that. That feels weird to ask about that, to be honest. And honestly, my mom probably wouldn't want to talk about it anyways.
Right. Well,
I guess maybe
Clearly.
this does make more sense. She doesn't really like talking about herself. She gets real grumpy when I start pushing. But
I understand.
well, I'm sorry I bothered you, but you did gaslight me, and that's not okay. But that's fine. It's
Not a
over now.
bother. I was trying to keep the peace. However, that didn't really go well for matters that I do not know why.
Oh, I don't know. Wait, did you do something to my mom? Our mom? This is weird.
Well, we kind of locked eyes
Okay.
in the restaurant.
She like
as was
stares at you
gathering
now.
Drinks.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then all of us, for some reason, had a massive headache and blacked out for a moment. When I came to, she was on the floor screaming.
She just looks at all of you and goes, "All of you got headaches?" Or just you? Wait, did I misunderstand that? I'm sorry. I just noticed
We
that
all
you have two
left.
different color eyes. Oh, did everyone leave?
Yeah, we left them
Oh.
alone to talk.
I didn't realize. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay. She
Well,
goes,
I don't know about Zephyr was the only one that didn't say anything, but all of us left the room.
I'm assuming Zephyr probably went. I know Penguin, something happened. They had to step away. So, there's a dog. Then remember, like, wait, you and your friends all did, or did you just say you?
Seemingly, yeah.
I just noticed that you have two different color eyes. Sorry, the blue really just I focused on that, but now I stared at your eyes, and that's kind of cool, but
Yes.
kind of creepy, you know?
It was a more recent development, but it's fine.
Wait, you weren't
I
born
kind of
like
like
that?
it.
Wait, that's
No.
there's so many more questions now. Anyways, your friends got a headache. I don't know. My mom just collapsed. No one else seemed to be bothered. So
I don't know.
well,
It's a weird time.
Okay.
How's she doing now?
well, the last I saw her, she was being pinned down and knocked out with some kind of fume that Glynon did. I don't think my dad likes your friends. He was screaming for them to get out, that they've done enough.
I mean, I know, I'm sure they were trying to help, but I understand in times of crisis.
all right. Well, I only slightly blame them, but that's fine. Well, good luck. She kind of gets up awkwardly.
Yes, it was,
Hopefully.
I guess, nice meeting you officially.
Yeah, still weird, but yeah. Hopefully my mom will be fine. Our mom
Before you,
will be yes.
Oh. Is there any other, I guess, details you can give me about this purple person that looks like me?
She goes, I remember she was teaching me how to hunt when you was using a bow,
Huh.
and she was a really good shot. And then I tried and I missed, and I heard you laughing, which was really rude. But then I woke up. So,
You heard me laughing.
yeah, like making fun of me because I missed.
That sounds like me.
Well, that's even weirder if that sounds like you, because like
I
I'm
mean,
so
that's
confused.
something I probably would do because I think that, I mean, that's funny.
Hey, I was learning. It was the first time I should. It was a dream. It's
I
fine. It was a dream.
It's fine. You know, some people are born with great gifts, some are not.
Okay. All right. On that note, I'm gonna
Mm.
leave, and you can have fun with your cloud.
Would you like to meet him?
Wait, it's not just like a cloud?
No.
Oh, I thought you just had a cloud around you. Okay.
Nimbus, go. This is Nimbus. Nimbus, this is Andy.
She's just kind of like, he's so soft and squishy.
Yeah.
Kind of just flies around her, and she's kind of like giggling. Just, that's really cool. Where did you get him? Can I get him? Can I get one?
How familiar are you with magic?
I was just slammed her. No, 'Cause none. I know nothing other than nothing. There's not really any magic users here except for, I guess, some of the Black Earth Brigade, which I've been trying to ask them to like teach me, but they don't. Whatever. So I'm too
Wait,
young.
you don't have a lot of spell casters here?
No, I don't think we did. I think the Fairlight, the father was kind of good at magic, if I remember. At least plants always grew around him, so I assume. But my only thought is like, the Black Earth Brigade people that are in town. So.
Interesting.
All right. Well, your friends are probably all listening outside, so this might be awkward when I open the door. And she opens up the door. Please tell me someone was leaning on the door.
Oh,
Trying to
I
listen.
was so leaning on the door.
Yeah, Joel,
I
you
was
just like
totally
fall
listening.
in, and she goes, "See?" And she just steps over you. Because good meeting you. Hope your headache feels fine. I don't know. You all were weird. She walks out, unless you guys stop her.
Wait, Andy, one moment.
Yes. And she just like leans back into the door frame.
And hold on. Shit, I should have checked to make sure this is something I could actually do.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me your hand.
Okay.
Just it's fine. Just give me.
She just like leans back but gives you her hand like, oh.
It won't last for long, but you can have your own little version of Nimbus, and I will create a little non-magical trinket or illusion of Nimbus in her
Using
hand
Prestidigitation.
using prestidigitation.
Beautiful. And she just goes, he's just as soft. It was cool. I will treasure him. You said an hour?
For the next hour,
I will treasure him for the next hour. Thanks.
of course.
Nimbus Jr. Andy Jr. I don't know.
Hey,
You know, I like the name Jeannie,
It's
and she
yours.
walks away.
oh God.
And then you guys are left as Andy walks out with her trinket.
Oh yeah, I saw the rock guys. Fine. in the square as we were. Yeah, the rock
Oh,
is here.
Fun. Love that. We need
Mhm.
just what we needed in this moment of crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you know, I'm sure the town is talking, so it's only fitting.
Yeah.
So,
we might not have made it better per se. I
not.
might have made it worse. I
What
don't.
do you mean?
I don't. Well, I kind of forced her to experience that memory thingy, and yeah, it's
Hold
not
on.
great.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, you forced
what?
somebody
Forced
to
her to
experience a
Experience
bad
a
memory?
memory?
Am I here?
Yeah.
Are you here?
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to you if you're
I
here.
followed Amdrus.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so everyone was just outside.
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
would all seen and heard all that.
I'm like half in the bag, like leaning against like the railing, like
Did you get another thing of alcohol?
I did.
Okay.
100% did.
I will put 3 platinum on the counter.
That's way too much, but
I
okay.
don't care. I have caused this family so much distress. Or as like Andy walks by, I will put 3 platinum in her hand and be like,
Holy
I'm
shit.
sorry for everything and for the alcohol. Mostly everything I
will
did.
go
I'm
put-
sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what you did, but it didn't seem to help. And she looks at Joel, who's probably on the ground or getting up from the ground at this point, but she's just like,
Your mother's having visions of things that concern me, and I thought talking to her about them would help, and it didn't.
well, hopefully she calms down soon and Clonon can help. Until then, I will put this in the tip jar and say it was anonymous. She starts heading downstairs.
It's anonymous.
Oh, okay.
Anonymous.
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 No,
Uh,
I like to think that she just can't pronounce that word. That's fine.
Yeah.
Bill's
and
character.
then I will
Sounds about right.
explain, like, you know, the whole thing I can do with the memories.
Fun
It
fact,
makes
you could
me-
just pull out the memory of seeing it all and make everyone watch it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. I will do that and be like, have at it. And I will
Yep.
take another deep swig of whatever Amdrus brought up for drinks.
Everyone takes turn touching the ribbon and just getting everything.
Oh.
Well, that was upsetting to watch. Joe, what the fuck?
Joel.
Mate. Friend.
She said bad things about Peller, and I thought this would help.
So you decided to harm her?
I didn't think it was gonna harm her. That wasn't my intention.
I mean, I offered it to her and
It's
she
fine.
didn't
It's fine.
touch it.
Whatever, it's fine.
I should have recalled it.
She's apparently kept a lot of this from everyone. Also,
How does
there's a
your
potential
mom?
that I have a twin.
Your mom mentioned something about twins.
Is she single?
No, she's
I
married to-
smack Amdrus.
She's married
like,
to the
drunkenly,
too
like
hard.
yeah, just the rock finger straight to the face.
Oh,
Take a
she's
point of
married to the
damage.
human with me.
tastes like granite.
Wait. Okay, so she mentioned something about twins.
Yeah,
point
when
of
she
damage.
was downstairs, when everything first started, she mentioned, I need my twins back. I can't look at him. I need my twins. They're gone. She's gone. And I need my twins back. Her husband doesn't know shit.
Andy.
I made
does-
myself look like an ass.
Andy doesn't know
in front of
anything either, but
Glenn.
she mentioned that I might have a twin. But I know nothing of a twin. For all my years that I was here, I was pretty sure I was an only child. But she seems to recall someone who looks like me, but a more purplish hue, I guess. She
I
was
would like-
experienced hunter. And apparently we were both there. Like, she was training Andy. And I was kind of just sort of like observing.
I think.
And, you know, occasionally making fun of when she would mess up, which, I mean, again, like I said, sounds like
You would. You would.
that's fair.
I think
You
your
would, you're an
sister's gonna
asshole.
help bring in the apocalypse, and you. Yeah. I
What?
think.
No,
I don't. I
that
hate.
Has something.
I hate to say it, but I think we need to go see your dad.
Wait, did
the
you guys
red
have
lightning.
did you guys have visions? We figured out that these headaches are probably visions.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. I've been having. We got attacked by ghosts.
Yeah,
I'm
there was
sorry,
an
what?
army. There was like an earthen army. No, but all of the things are starting. You know, she must be chained. She must be chained.
Oh, I think she was talking about Hitara because was after you showed me and Hatara merging to her. That was what was in the memory. I was trying to show her that they're not trapped. Because the Kalishtar lived through me and others, I guess.
Drunken Amethyst is just the
Drunken
hero of the
Amethyst.
world. Of the kind.
Say the
Sorry, what?
I would like Atium, Joel, Amdrus. I would
I
say
didn't do
Zephyr,
it.
but I know Penguin is
Yeah.
still busy. I making it. I don't know if this would be intelligence or wisdom. Memory. What would be memory? Intelligence? Wisdom? What do you think?
history, intelligence.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Make just an intelligence check. Just straight intelligence.
Great. Love that.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Okay, not. I mean, that was really good, and then that was average. So 15.
15,
14.
14.
7.
Amdrus, something about Purple Archer. Just seems familiar, like you had seen her in a dream.
Like I'd seen her in a dream, or I know of a story with a purple archer.
No, you have the vague memory of a dream, and you had seen a team fighting. One. Something about Feywild. That's weird. But I know Pyro is on it.
Yeah. Since day one.
Yeah.
Might be the whiskey talking. I'll tell you in the morning.
Sure.
Whiskey
Okay.
tongue.
All right.
Yeah, does anybody like
Is this what this is? Is this whiskey?
this or
It's
a
like Fireball or something.
subsidiary thereof of whiskey?
This didn't you work at a tavern?
Yeah, didn't
I
you work in a
did!
tavern?
Did I totally forgot about that? Yeah, you
No,
probably.
what did you know?
whiskey.
Yeah, you would have been taught, but you probably. I don't know if you would have drank
she's
a lot,
just
You probably
strapped.
wouldn't
No,
drink her out. Yeah.
she
Wow.
did not.
so you wouldn't know what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Legally in the U.S., she would not be able to drink.
This is true. Good thing it's not the U.S. and it's fantasy series.
It's like
So,
we're in fantasy Canada.
there we go. Fantasy Canada, you could drink. Yes.
And she's a lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
No, like, but does anybody else remember Ataim fighting like a purple archer? Or am I just
No.
was that like a dream? Am I dreaming? Are we dreaming?
Is this
now?
real life?
Guys, are we having a
smack him
connected-
again.
Oh fuck, no.
It's
No,
like
this
another
is
point
real
of
life.
Are we
damage.
dreaming?
No, that
Okay.
that hurt.
Sorry.
And like I'm like one of my tasks, I'm like,
Wait, so you've had a thought or a dream about this purple person?
I feel like
I've
I've had a
interacted with
thought or a dream of a purple person with you.
And you've never told me about that?
Seemed relevant at the time. Just it was just a dream, you know, just having fun.
Okay. Thing is so why? Okay, but like if I had a twin, why don't I remember them? If they're a twin, they would have been born at the same time as me. I would have grown up
I-
around them at the same
Did
like
you
how?
did
Yeah, I don't
you eat your
remember-
twin?
Well,
What?
how does that make sense? If I ate them, I wouldn't
I
have interacted with them.
I don't know anything about where I come from. Maybe it's a memory. Weird soup.
That's fair.
I'm
that's fair.
just saying.
I mean, I don't know who my father is, so I don't know what kind of. I assume he's the reason I'm, this.
I just full put my
Fabulous?
finger. I put my full finger against that time's. I'm like, shh.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I've just assumed that because you're so magical and amazing, that there must be a reason, and the reason in my brain is because you ate your twin. Because there's technically two of you in one body.
Amdrus, I think that's
Nailed
very
it.
stupid.
It's a good theory.
Due respect, I'd rather believe that
You
the
think
perfection that is me is just all me. Thank you.
You think that
It's
Ataim
offended.
resorted to cannibalism?
In the womb.
But he has.
In the womb. But how would I have interacted with this person outside of the womb?
See?
Got me. There's the hole in my theory. Thank you.
Okay, great, love that. All right,
I wonder if they have bread.
lay down, buddy. Okay, sure. Go get. That's good. All right.
Amdrus, you start
Joel.
heading downstairs.
Yes.
Okay.
To go find bread.
Okay.
Joel, you mentioned. Okay, you think that she might. What the apocalypse? The apocalypse?
I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I just have this feeling. Also, there's something I wish Penguin was here for, because there's something I would like Zephyr to do.
I'm not sure what's
Oh,
going on.
Penguin's
It's been like
Hope
20
everything's
minutes.
okay.
Here,
Yeah.
I do hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
because I'm just really curious if something would work. But she has the spell, and I don't.
Oh.
Cast it anyways. Make her cast it.
What spell is this?
I'm kind of curious if I hand Zephyr about 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust,
Mhm.
and she can cast Greater Restoration on Ataim to see if there was any charm or anything that was blocking his memory.
All right. But you don't have this spell?
I don't have it prepared,
Yeah.
but she does.
Yeah, I think she always has it prepared. Okay. Do you want to do that?
If Ataim, of course, consent. We'd have to explain to Ataim what we were doing just to see, if it would help. But it's an idea. I mean, we
Yeah.
don't have a lot of them right now, and maybe something is locked in there. I don't know if it'll even work. But we
I
can
mean,
try.
I'm up for anything at this point.
Okay. So you kind of give her a bit of the diamond dust.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Zephyr kind of walks up. Doesn't really know what to do. She's never cast a spell. She takes some of the dust and kind of sprinkles it around over you, and it's like glitter. Just gets everywhere, and you're like, okay.
Honestly, if this doesn't work, though, I mean, I look great.
There you go. It goes, okay. She goes, I don't know how much to use. She just keeps on pouring more and doing a circle around you. And then she kind of starts to get into a groove of okay, wait. She starts to kind of figure it out. And then casting it, you will see all the diamond dust begin to glow and glitter very like a disco ball in the room.
Yeah.
And just starts glowing. And they all just kind of shimmer and disappear, almost like they're obviously being used by the spell, but almost as if they're going into your skin, Atim. And you will feel this lightness, this weight off your shoulders.
Oh, shit.
What?
Sorry, hold on. I just had a realization of what's happening right now.
What?
A certain item.
Oh.
Getting ahead of the spell, man.
This is true, but that is not her intent, so it wouldn't do this. So
Really? It has to be the intent?
yeah, because you have to choose an effect that it does.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So that's not her intent. It doesn't just happen. But that'd be really funny.
That's what I was saying. I was like a side effect of the.
Yeah. You can see as she's casting this almost like it feels like you are just turning into dust. And first and foremost, the exhaustion point disappears. Just gonna mark off the exhaustion point. And you will feel this lightness, and that headache, that droning sound that you kind of just got used to and toned out starts to kind of wind again, but it doesn't hurt. It's almost like you are just moving past it, and it's like a sound, like a literal sound barrier you're going through.
Yeah.
And it gets quiet. And it feels really nice. and calming. And then you remember that dream where you fought this purple-skinned archer. You remember this archfey had put this up saying that you're somehow connected. And without any answers, you demanded answers. You shot up to the sky asking her and looking at her. You didn't think about it, but kind of, it's like a mix of you and Andy. Like, very much related. Look about your age. And then in this vision of just seeing them kind of glowing in this kind of diamond dust almost in front of you, like sand, it begins just to fade away. And you begin to hear chains around you. And then it just starts to get dark and dark. And you hear a crashing thunder and lightning of this black and red storm. And you are shunted out of the vision. And you just kind of snap up, and everyone just sees like Atim just kind of almost like he goes into like a meditative state, and then he just snaps awake. And it's like trying to think back of your past and what you know, it almost just feels like a dream. But that's all you get. And Zephyr will just go, did it work? Did I do it?
Kind of. So I guess maybe Amdrus's dream wasn't a dream. Apparently, I saw the
your twin.
No, I saw the twin. We were having a battle. There was an archfey. I don't know. Huh. But when did that happen? Well, I guess we got something. As in, what Amdrus remembered wasn't necessarily a dream.
And like the
You
more
look a little refreshed too.
Also,
Ash.
I think I did see the I heard the crashing thunder and the red lightning you had described earlier. I still don't know what the cause of that was.
I don't know, but there's a couple of times.
I think.
Remember that time I died? At
and
the
just in that
keep?
team, you're confused. But Joel, you remember. You remember well.
Yeah.
When I died, I had a vision of sort of Hatara talking to me, and all I heard was, or I saw this red lightning and darkness.
And Joel, you
she-
remember seeing that in Amethyst's eyes as she rised up.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
I owe Zaina an apology. Sorry.
It's out loud.
Everyone already thinks I'm crazy anyway.
Still don't know what it all means. Like, how much of this is stuff that has already happened? How much of this might be potential future? Still don't know. Although,
Well,
thank you
I
again for
haven't.
the great restoration. I do feel a bit better.
Oh, good, it worked. That's good.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing. Hopefully I didn't use too much of the dust.
I definitely didn't
She didn't.
remember any other things from my childhood, but I don't know. maybe a stronger casting. I don't know. Either way, for now,
That's as strong as I can get. That's a 5th level spell.
Mm-hmm.
it's okay.
Sorry.
No, you're all good. Thank you for trying, and yeah, Joel, thank you for suggesting it. At least Amdrus isn't crazy in this regard.
I knew it. I knew I remembered a thing
I thought you were
proper.
looking for bread.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I was
Amdrus,
left for bread.
as you start
Brett.
kind of heading towards the stairs and going down, you can see as you kind of round the corner and see the stairs going down into kind of the main floor. You can see walking into the
You
room.
can hear lovely people laughing.
You see like kind of walking into the room. You can see there's some kind of employee is kind of gotten back in behind the bar and is trying to figure out people's what everything was going, trying to like continue business. And you can see that they are talking to what looks like a couple Black Earth Brigade members. But what's going on? Can you make a
Right.
stealth check for me?
Oh, I'm so good at these, Aurora. I'm so glad you asked because I'm fucking amazing at stealth.
I know.
Just goes
Me-
down.
At disadvantage because he's drunk.
Well, he also because he's exhausted. But yes.
I'm already exhausted.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So extra disadvantage.
yeah.
At any
13.
They don't suck.
sorry, at any point would I have gotten a short rest today?
I don't
No.
know if anything
I don't
has been
think
a short
so.
rest yet. Maybe
Kind of been a going and a going and a going.
kind of talking and drinking. I could count that. Like the last probably an hour or so since you got back, I would assume, with Andy
Yeah.
talking and, or it's close to at least. Amdrus, what'd you get?
You let me know.
I rolled a 12 and a 13, so 16 for stealth.
Okay. Oh, that was cocked again. God damn it. Okay. You just kind of go whoop and head back, and you just kind of think, and you notice because you have a very high passive, even though you're drunk, they kind of look up towards you, and you just kind of you head back to the town or the room.
I'm just gonna get up there and I'm like, and I'm just gonna start pushing people into the room.
Okay, make sure everyone's in it. I think everyone's in it
Yeah.
at this point. You can see that Zephyr had cast some spell on Atim and just waiting for Pyro to get his ears back in. Amdrus would have came in and just said shh, shh.
Yeah, like
And
I walked
make sure
through and I
everyone-
was like, shh.
Just
What?
gesturing wildly.
The fuzz is downstairs. They're asking.
The fuzz.
Was one of them very beautiful? Dark green eyes, dark hair.
Didn't notice.
It's a shame.
Oh,
Yeah,
just lay your head down, sweets. It's just shh. Right. Let's all just have a big old sleepover in this room and nobody leave.
All right. So you
And I
guys,
will grab a blanket and like throw it over Amethyst,
Mhm.
and then take the blanket from Atim's bed, and then like lay it down, and then just like sit down on top, like lay on top of it, and just like I'll have fur.
All right. Well, Amethyst and Amdrus just pass out drunkenly. Joel, Atim, what are you guys doing?
That's fine.
Anything?
Uh,
Are you guys just gonna have an early night
I don't know.
and hope they
I'm
don't
just gonna
come to your
stay up.
door?
Joel, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on today.
It's a bad day.
It is a bad day. I think you slightly might have mentioned going to seek out who my father is, but I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Well, when I said your father, I more meant Daddy Winbucks.
Oh,
Because he might
You
have
know where
some...
that would be.
That's why I said I would hate to say it, but he might have some insight into all of this more than we do. But I don't know why my gut is saying something when she's saying she must be chained is your sister. I don't know why I keep getting that feeling that the she who must be chained is your sister. I could be wrong, because whatever. But
I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I have a twin. Apparently, maybe, potentially.
I love that. I have it. No, maybe. I don't know. Quickly back
Again, I don't know for sure. Like, it was just another person that looks similar to me and a little bit like Andy. But see, that's weird. Because why would I mean? I guess it's not really weird because they would, share my mom. I don't know.
Why don't you remember it? Why don't you remember it? That's the really weird thing.
Well, we might know.
Like, even Andy says she has memories of it, but you don't.
No, she says she has dreams.
What's your memories or whatever? Unless you were like, share dreams? Like I used to have with Peller? Oh, this is all very confusing and my head hurts.
On that note, you can
Very.
hear heavy-footed footsteps coming down the hall. At team. And Zephyr, Joel.
Peller, damn it.
You'll hear like a knock
That's fine.
and like a door open and like muffled talking. And then some more steps and a knock. And no answer. A knock again, more aggressive. Silence. A couple more steps and another knock. Door opening. And it's all getting closer. You get the sense that they're just going door to door, checking in.
Are there any lights on in the room?
It's midday, so I assume you probably don't have anything.
Is it midday?
Well, I guess it's not. It's starting to get
later
dark.
in the evening.
Yeah, it's starting to get darker. So, I mean, yeah, you guys probably would have like a lantern lit. I would assume you're not just sitting in the dark. So,
Like, turn off the lantern.
We're about to.
Sit in the
Okay.
dark. Yeah.
okay.
Do you have silence?
I don't have it prepared.
Would be great.
I'm going to use my Pearl of Power to regain a spell slot, and I'm going to turn Joel and myself invisible.
Oh!
You were asleep.
I have
Wait.
I
thought you were asleep.
Yeah,
I never said I was asleep.
That's true. That's true. You,
Oh,
I
Damn,
Amdrus
just
is
threw a
faster.
blanket on top of
Blanket.
me.
and then just
That's
gets up,
for
grabs
you.
her pearl, and just invisible. You can, I believe, at this level, you can cast it at multiple people.
Oh,
Beyond two.
really?
I think it's up to 3 or 4 at this level. It's 5th level, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah,
and
I think it's up to
do
4
have
people.
silence prepared if that would be helpful too.
Okay, well, then I will turn everyone except for Amdrus invisible.
Okay, she just runs her hand like half drunkenly against everyone. Just gets hit with like amethyst fingers, rock fingers, and just turns invisible. All right.
Cool.
Eventually, there is a knock on the door. I would like you guys to, because we know Amdrus passed out and is very loud snorer. Jesus. I will say,
Were you using silence?
the 3 of you. Are you using silence? No.
No.
The 3 of you
Okay.
make a stealth check with advantage because you're invisible.
So
And I
would it
assume-
just be a flat roll?
Yeah, me too.
For those,
Flat roll.
other than
Uh,
a team, still has advantage because you are no longer
15.
Yeah.
19.
Oh, natural 20.
at disadvantage.
get
Oh,
it.
no, that was a regular roll. Joel, Joel got 19. Amethyst, what'd you get?
15.
15. Do you want to roll for Zephyr as well? There, Joel, if you have it up. And that team got a natural 20. Get it?
Zephyr got 22.
22. All right. There's kind of the silence of, well, it's not really silence, just the sound of Amdrus snoring loudly. Do any of you guys speak Elvish? I believe our team does, but anyone else? You would just hear kind of goes, I think they're sleeping. This early? You just hear boom, boom, boom. Another knock. Some more silence.
Perception check with disadvantage. 15.
15.
I rolled a 15 and a 6, so +9.
Yeah. Well,
You ruined yourself. You don't get
I
to
know.
really. You don't really get to have the fun with the disadvantage.
I
if
will
you want.
say, didn't we give you,
You're in a
kinda-
drunken stupor.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I also don't need a full night just to get a rest. I need like 6 hours, not 8, to get a full night of rest.
You're very exhausted. I'll say you need 8.
That's fair.
I will say you're 3 points of exhaustion in. We'll say you do not hear it, right? You're 3?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you'll just hear a team just kind of goes, all right, they're probably just passed out. And you just hear they continuing going on until you hear them open up, like head back down. Well, last couple, you guys are pretty close to the end, so it would be only like maybe 2 or 3 more doors, and then they head out and head back.
Okay, I believe they're gone. They definitely could hear him snoring, but they figured we just passed out.
Well, I mean, he is passed out. But
I mean,
still.
yes. that's
Yeah.
fair.
Do you think they were trying to find us?
Yeah, definitely.
Very quiet there.
That, or at least they're just trying to find out if. No, yeah, probably because we're the new ones.
They're looking for us. What are we gonna do?
I need to sleep because I have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving.
I mean, yeah, no, you're fine. I mean, there's not much. I don't know if there's much else we can do. They didn't seem aggressive. They didn't just like barge into the room.
Probably because they heard.
Oh no, I'm
snoring.
not talking about
Yeah.
them. I'm talking about bigger picture
Oh,
chains and thunder, red thunder, and black storms, and
yeah, I don't know.
So-
I don't. I don't even know where to begin getting that information. Besides, I mean, yeah, Aldar probably could help at least give us more insight into the history of what that might be, if it's something in the past or maybe in the future.
Oh, we're so close
But-
to the geode.
That would require. I know.
What's more important right now? The current war? Or what happened in this little town?
Let's go fuck up a geode. Sorry, I'm asleep.
Just says in his sleep as he rolls over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we came here to find the geode, so I feel like we complete the task that we came here to do. But I think for now, I just need to avoid my mother.
I'm sorry I hurt your mom.
I mean, you didn't do more than I did, apparently.
Well, your stepdad really hates me. And I
Hmm.
ruined it, I
Okay.
think, with that herbologist.
Oh, it's fine. He was a part of the Black Earth Brigade anyway.
What?
Or they, sorry. Yeah, they were wearing Black Earth Brigade armor.
Monk attire, but yeah.
Why
Monk-
did you
yeah,
tell
monk
me this
attire.
sooner?
yeah, all the
Well,
green robes.
You know,
That's-
at the
that's-
time I was being kicked and shoved out of the store
I-
because
You told me to go ask them out.
This is true.
I didn't necessarily say that. I gave you, I just said let your feelings guide you, is what I said. Really. You chose. But and that's
There he
fine.
is again, gaslighting everyone around him.
Yeah, I think you're gaslighting her out, Saeem.
I don't think that's what I'm doing. No.
I'm going to do like in code memory and like play it back.
I'm pretty sure I literally
Get the
I'm
clip.
pretty sure I literally said
Can we get the playback?
to just follow
Can we-
your
Can we upload the VOD?
let your feelings
Or we could go find
guide you.
Yeah, and when I was like, I went and asked him out, you were like, get it.
Yeah. Okay, after the fact, because then what's the point after that?
You were very encouraging.
You were very encouraging.
Of course. I didn't.
Hello,
I was
this is
still
the one
encouraging.
that made a pact without asking any questions.
Yeah.
And continues to, so like it's fine. What do you expect?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I said, let your feelings guide you.
on that note of the wait, what? And the revelation and yet another wild, confusing path that opens up for this bumbling group of heroes. We're gonna end it there. It's a little bit early, but we got a lot. A lot happened.
Yeah.
Like an hour
A
went
lot
by,
happened.
not a whole lot happened, and then we just like, I was like, wow, it's not even been 3 hours yet. So we will leave it at that. Unfortunately, Penguin wasn't able to come back. I guess something was going on. But we'll be back next Monday, and hopefully you guys will have this time this week, which means the day before and day of next Monday to figure out what you guys are going to do.
At least Sunday. Saturday. Sunday.
Yeah, the day before or something.
Usually, yeah.
But, you know, I'm sure it'll be a hoot of a time, so make sure to come back next Monday. I don't know.
Tune in next time.
Tune in next Monday. Well, have a wonderful night, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.